And Kerley's out of the blocks well again today. Fred Kerley is already into the lead. DeAndre Swint running well at 8. But here comes Kerley. And look at this massive margin. Fred Kerley, 9:76.
Fred Kerley was on top of the world. He was the fastest man alive, a world champion sprinter who could run 100 meters in just 9.76 seconds. That's faster than you can blink 10 times. He won medals at the Olympics. He beat the best runners on the planet. And he said he wanted to break the most famous record in all of sports, Usain Bolt's world record. But then everything fell apart, and what he did next, nobody saw it coming. Let's rewind back to 2022. Fred Kerley just won the World Championship. He beat everyone in Eugene, Oregon. It was the first time in over 30 years that American runners took first, second, and third place. Kerley stood on top of that podium with his teammates, and the whole world was watching. He was only 27 years old, he was getting faster, and he had big dreams.
Far side, 9.79, hang on, I'll say that again, 9.79.
After that race, Kerley told reporters something bold. He said breaking Usain Bolt's world record was very realistic. Now, Bolt's record is 9.58 seconds. Nobody has come close to that time since 2009. Only 2 other runners in history have even gotten under 9.7 seconds. But Kerley believed he could do it. He said, "If they can do it, then why not us? I've got to continue to train right, eat right, sleep right. These small things will help me to get to the bigger goals down the line." Kerley wasn't just some guy talking big. He had already run 9.76 seconds. That made him the 6th fastest person in history. And here's the crazy part. He ran 9.76 and then 9.77 just 2 hours later at the same track meet. The man was a machine. He even talked to Usain Bolt on social media sometimes. Kerley said, "He put the bar up there for us to go and attack it. He's got the bar, we're just trying to get there." Everything seemed perfect. Kerley was winning races. He was making money. He had big sponsors. He was going to the Olympics again. The future looked bright. But then 2024 happened, and things started to go wrong. In May 2024, Kerley posted something on Twitter that got everyone excited. He wrote, "World record next time I touch the 100 meters." People went crazy. Was he really going to break Bolt's record? His next race was in New York City. Everyone was watching. But something weird happened. Kerley showed up wearing the wrong shoes. He had a contract with one shoe company, but he was wearing a different brand. Then he slipped at the start. Twice. He got mad, argued with the officials, and just walked off the track. He didn't even run the race. After that, his shoe sponsor dropped him. A few months later, Kerley went to the Paris Olympics. He won a bronze medal in the 100 meters. That's still really good, but he wanted gold. Then he ran on the relay team with 3 other Americans. But they messed up passing the baton and got disqualified. No medal at all. But the Olympics were the least of his problems. Because earlier that year, in January, Kerley got arrested in Miami Beach.
Body cam footage showing Olympic medalist Fred Kerley appearing to resist arrest late last night.
The police said he punched a police officer. They had to use a taser on him to stop him. Kerley said it was all a misunderstanding. Then in May, he got in trouble again. Police charged him with punching a woman in the face. She was another Olympic athlete, a hurdler named Alicia Johnson, who used to be his girlfriend. Kerley's lawyers said he didn't do it, but now he had 2 serious criminal charges against him. Then came the 13th of August 2025. This was the big one. The Athletics Integrity Unit made an announcement. Fred Kerley was suspended.
Olympic sprinter and 2-time medalist Fred Kerley was charged with police battery after a confrontation with officers late Thursday.
He missed 3 drug tests in 1 year. Now, this doesn't mean they caught him taking drugs, but athletes have to tell officials where they are every single day. They have to give a 1-hour window when they can be tested. If you miss 3 tests in 12 months, it's the same punishment as if you actually took drugs. Kerley could get banned for 2 years. Kerley's lawyer, Howard Jacobs, put out a statement. He said Kerley believes 1 or more of his alleged missed tests should be set aside either because he was not negligent or because the doping control officer did not do what was reasonable under the circumstances to locate him. In other words, Kerley says it wasn't his fault. Maybe the testers didn't try hard enough to find him. Maybe he gave them the right information and they still couldn't find him. Kerley posted on social media right after. He wrote, "You can try to break me in the storm, but all you're doing is giving me a better story at the finish line." He was saying he'd fight back. He was saying this wouldn't stop him, but it did stop him. He couldn't run at the World Championships in Tokyo. He couldn't compete anywhere. His career was on hold, and he's 30 years old now. For a sprinter, that's getting old. Time was running out. And then, just 1 month later, Fred Kerley made a decision that shocked the entire world of sports. On the 17th of September 2025, the Enhanced Games announced that Fred Kerley was joining them. He was the first track athlete ever to sign up. He was the first American man to join. And what are the Enhanced Games? It's a new sports competition where athletes are allowed to take performance-enhancing drugs. That's right. Steroids, growth hormones, all the stuff that's banned in the Olympics and every other real sport. The Enhanced Games says athletes can take whatever they want as long as doctors watch them. Kerley put out a statement. He said, "This now gives me the opportunity to dedicate all my energy to pushing my limits and becoming the fastest human to ever live." Let that sink in. A guy who won world championships, a guy who won Olympic medals, a guy who ran clean and beat everyone. He just signed up for a competition where everyone takes drugs. The Enhanced Games is run by an Australian businessman. They're planning their first competition in Las Vegas in May 2026. They're offering crazy amounts of money. First place gets $250,000. But here's the big one. If you break the world record in the 100 meters, you get $1 million. That's right, $1 million to run 100 meters faster than anyone ever has. And Kerley has a specific goal. On October 4, he posted on Instagram, Project 9.42 underway. He wants to run 9.42 seconds. That's 0.16 seconds faster than Usain Bolt's record. That's a huge difference in sprinting. His personal best is 9.76, so he wants to run 0.34 seconds faster than he's ever run before. He's 30 years old, which is when sprinters usually get slower, not faster. The only way to run that fast? Drugs. Lots of drugs. The reaction was immediate. Sebastian Coe is the president of World Athletics. That's the group that runs track and field around the world. He said any athlete who competes in the Enhanced Games will be banned for a long time. That means if Kerley runs in this drug competition, he can never run in the Olympics or World Championships again. Ever. Brett Clothier runs the Athletics Integrity Unit. That's the group that tests athletes for drugs. He said something even stronger. He said, "Among our biggest concerns is about the health of Fred Kerley and other athletes who sign up for this. It's kind of grotesque. The athletes, the people who are being signed, are being used." Even the UK Anti-Doping Commission spoke up. They called the Enhanced Games a reckless venture that could damage the integrity of world sport irrevocably. Think about what Kerley is giving up. He could fight his suspension. He could prove the missed tests were just mistakes. He could serve his time, come back, and run clean again. He's still fast enough to win, but instead, he's throwing it all away. He's burning every bridge. He's saying goodbye to the Olympics forever. He's saying goodbye to World Championships forever. No legitimate sponsor will ever work with him again. And for what? To take drugs and run fast? To break a record that nobody will recognize? To get $1 million while destroying his health and his reputation? Remember what Kerley said about gardening? He said, you have to be patient. He said, if you're not patient, you just open up. Well, he just opened up. He just threw away everything he built.
Bol coming away. It's an absolute procession. It's a glittering gold in Glasgow for Femke Bol, and look at the time!
Femke Bol had just won her second world championship. She was expected to defend her crown, and then, in an Instagram video holding an old diary, she said 8 words that stunned the track world. She was stepping away from the 400-meter hurdles forever.
Yeah, I think it's really brave and courageous, to be honest. I don't think Femke's got any experience in the middle distance at all. So to want to take that step and come into an event the last couple of years that's been like really firing, girls are running insanely fast times, I think I commend her for wanting to do that, and I wish her all the best, and I think she's got the talent to do really well in the 8.
Femke Bol announced on Friday, the 10th of October 2025, that she is switching from the 400-meter hurdles to the 800 meters. The Dutch track star made the revelation on social media through an Instagram video. She stated, "I'm really excited to share the next chapter of my career. It's a big change, it's uncertain and challenging, but I'm ready to put in the work, surrounded by an amazing team, and enjoy this new journey." The video showed Bol flipping through a diary highlighting her career achievements. When she turned the page to the next chapter, it simply read, 800 meters. The announcement came less than 1 month after she won her second world championship title in the 400-meter hurdles at the Tokyo 2025 World Championships in September. Bol is the double world 400-meter hurdles champion, winning titles in 2023 and 2025. She also earned 2 Olympic bronze medals in the event at Tokyo. Her personal best of 50.95 seconds makes her the second fastest woman in history in the 400-meter hurdles. Only American Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone has run faster with a world record of 50.37 seconds. Bol set her personal best on the 14th of July 2024 at La Chaux de Fonds in Switzerland, becoming just the second athlete ever to break the 51-second barrier. Between Bol and McLaughlin-Levrone, the pair hold the 9 fastest times in history. Bol has not raced the 800 meters since her junior track days. Her previous best at the distance was 2:19.51 at age 17. The time came in 2017, 8 years before her switch announcement. As a professional athlete, her longest race has been 500 meters, where she holds the world best mark of 1:05.63 seconds, set at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston in February 2023. After that 500-meter world record performance, Bol was asked if she had ever considered moving up in distance. She replied at the time, "No, I hope not. My coach Laurent Muley has some ideas, and I'm trusting him. We are planning to stick with the hurdles." The statement from 2023 made her 2025 announcement even more surprising. However, Bol had hinted at moving up in distance at the Diamond League final in Brussels in 2024. She expressed interest in racing 600 meters against Keely Hodgkinson after Mondo Duplantis' 100-meter race against Norway's Karsten Warholm. The comment suggested her mind had begun considering longer distances. Bol said she and Hodgkinson, the Olympic 800-meter champion, are good friends. She admitted she still considers the 2-lap race a bit far. Despite that reservation, she committed to the distance change. Hodgkinson was among the first to respond to Bol's announcement, saying she can't wait to share the start line with her in 2026. The 25-year-old Dutch athlete retained her 400-meter hurdles world title at Tokyo 2025, clocking 51.54 seconds and remaining unbeaten in the event all season. Her exceptional resume places her among the greatest 400-meter hurdlers in history. She holds 2 world championship titles in 2023 and 2025, 2 European Championship titles in 2022 and 2024, 2 Olympic bronze medals in 2021 and 2024, and the European record at 50.95 seconds. Bol is also the 2024 World Indoor Champion in the flat 400 meters. She holds the short track world record of 49.17 seconds set on the 2nd of March 2024. The time demonstrates her speed over 1 lap without hurdles. Her 500-meter world record provides additional evidence of endurance beyond typical sprint distances. Coach Laurent Muley, who guided Bol to 2 world championship titles in the hurdles, expressed confidence in the transition. He stated, "Femke has always thrived on challenges. With her running technique, strength, and personality, we're convinced she'll master this distance and ultimately make a difference internationally." The transition to the 800 meters is a significant step in her career, one that demonstrates courage and ambition. Muley had previously indicated Bol possessed 800-meter potential. In a 2023 interview, he cited her 500-meter world record as evidence of endurance prowess. "I think she's also able to perform over 800 meters. She showed in Boston that she has this efficiency, and she's pretty good in all the endurance sessions because of it. I can imagine the 800 meters might also be an option," Muley said at the time. Bol explained her reasoning for the switch. "The 400 meters hurdles provided me with unforgettable moments and shaped me into the athlete I am today. But I want to challenge myself again and push my boundaries. The 800 meters is new and unfamiliar territory, and that's precisely what makes it so interesting. The training approach will be different from what I'm used to, and it will require a lot of perseverance to develop at this distance and achieve my goal, competing at the highest level." The Dutch national record in the 800 meters stands at 1:55.54, set by Ellen van Langen when she won Olympic gold at the 1992 Barcelona Games. Van Langen's time remains the Dutch record 33 years later. Bol will need to improve her personal best by approximately 24 seconds to approach that standard. The move places Bol in direct competition with Great Britain's Keely Hodgkinson, the reigning Olympic 800-meter champion. Hodgkinson won gold at the Paris 2024 Olympics and holds the British record at 1:54.61 seconds. She also won the 800 meters at the Athlos NYC meet on the 10th of October 2025, the same day Bol announced her switch, running 1:56.53 seconds. The move is strategic, with the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics less than 3 years away. Bol, now 25, will be 28 inches LA, an age when many middle-distance runners peak. She completed the 2025 season unbeaten in the 400 meters hurdles, closing that chapter of her career. Bol made history at the 2022 European Championships in Munich, becoming the first woman ever to win both the 400 meters and 400 meters hurdles and anchoring the Netherlands to gold in the 4x400 relay. Dominant for half a decade, Bol hasn't lost a Diamond League hurdles race in 5 years. She and Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone have shared every global hurdles title since the Tokyo Olympics, though Bol never beat her American rival in 3 meetings. With McLaughlin-Levrone focusing on the flat 400 meters and Bol leaving the hurdles, a power vacuum now opens for new stars in the event. The 400 meters hurdles to 800 meters switch is almost unheard of at the elite level. "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough," Bol said, acknowledging the challenge. At 1.84 meters tall, with exceptional endurance and a world record in the 500 meters, she has the physical traits for the longer race. She'll use 2026, a championship-free season, to develop her aerobic base and race tactics before debuting at the 800 meters. Bol explained that the decision took shape after the Paris 2024 Olympics. "After the Olympics, I sat down with Laurent. We both thought maybe the 800 meters could be next. This whole season has been about closure with the hurdles." She added to Citius Mag, "I want to achieve more in track and field. The 400 meters hurdles made me who I am, but I'm ready for a new challenge." Her choice is also rooted in curiosity and strategy. "I think I'll like the tactical aspect of the 800 meters, she said. "I've learned so much from hurdling, it will always have a place in my heart, but I'm excited for something completely different." Bol's coach, Laurent Muley, who also guided world champion sprinter Daphne Schippers, has experience transitioning athletes between events, a promising sign for her adaptation. The women's 800 meters field is stacked with talent, including Hodgkinson, Mary Mora, Tsige Dugume, and Natoya Gultopin. Bol enters as an outsider but with clear potential. Her 500 meters world record 1:05.63 and indoor 400 meters speed 49.17 suggests she could eventually reach medal-winning times below 1:56. Fans and analysts praised Bol's courage to trade dominance for uncertainty. At just 25, with multiple world and European titles, she could have continued winning. Instead, she's chasing growth and perhaps another Olympic title in a new arena.
Olympische Spelenboekje voor Tokio en voor Parijs. In 21 was ik heel blij.
Femke Bol, one of the most dominant athletes in track and field, has completely changed the game. Known around the world for her brilliance in the 400 meters hurdles, Bol just announced she's stepping away from her signature event to chase something no one saw coming, the 800 meters. The decision didn't just surprise fans, it sent shockwaves through the entire athletics world. "I'm moving to the 800 meters, Bol declared in a video posted on social media, closing a chapter that included world records, Olympic medals, and Diamond League dominance. For an athlete still in her prime, at just 25 years old, the decision is bold, risky, and thrilling all at once. In an exclusive press conference with Citius Mag and other select media, Bol explained the thinking behind this radical shift. "It's a really nice challenge. We've had it in our minds for a long time. I want to test my limits and push my limits in this event," she said. After years of dominating the 400 meters hurdles, Bol reflects on her journey. "I will still love the 400 meters hurdles, but I'm really fulfilled with what I have achieved. Her success in the event is undeniable, but now she's ready for a new challenge." That statement carries weight. Bol is a 2-time world champion in the 400 meters hurdles, 2023 and 2025, a double Olympic bronze medalist, 2021 and 2024, and holds the European record of 50.95, the second fastest time ever, behind only Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. She's also won 5 consecutive Diamond League titles and helped the Netherlands win global relay medals. So why leave all of that behind? Part of the answer lies in Bol's relentless desire to evolve. "It's a risk I want to take," she said. "I don't know how fast it will be. I don't know if it will be possible, but we will try everything in our power to get there." And the 800 meters is no joke. In recent years, the event has seen historic performances, with Keely Hodgkinson and Lillian O'Deara running under 1:55, a time range once associated with the highly suspicious doping era of the 1,980 seconds. To appreciate just how intense the 800 meters has become, it's important to recognize the level of competition Bol is stepping into. Athletes like Keely Hodgkinson have been setting the pace with times that flirt with world records. Georgia Hunter Bell has brought renewed depth to the event. Mary Moraa, the 2023 world champion, has also shown stunning range and tactical skill. These women aren't just fast, they're strategic, experienced, and battle-tested over 2 laps. Bol knows this won't be easy. Her personal best in the 800 meters, 2:19:51, set as a teenager back in 2017. The longest all-out interval she's run in training, a solo 600 meters in 1:23 indoors. For comparison, Hodgkinson holds the indoor 600 meters world record at 1:23:41. Bol's coach, Laurent Muley, has always believed in her potential to take on new challenges. For me, I'm always thinking a bit ahead and always had this as a possibility. From a coach's perspective, it's a really nice challenge. It requires some courage and ambition to go in this direction. But it's not a completely crazy decision.